Okay, I get it. You've been obsessed with me, Star, since it seems. I think it was March or something like that, right? Of 2022? You contacted me trying to say that I needed to make some hit videos against, specifically, Milu Divine, who, I mean, I had my own issues with, but that's a whole different story. My perspective on this is that you clearly are jealous, and it's obvious why. I didn't get any plastic surgery. I've never had to get any plastic surgery in my whole life. And, you know, I've actually argued about this a few times, saying that, like, my doctors have been saying, like, with the deviated septum and so forth, that I do need to get plastic surgery at some point to be able to breathe. But I like my figure. I like everything about me. You, on the other hand, do not. You had to get fake boobs just to look like me. It's just the truth. My boobs are real, sweetie. My boobs are literally 14 inches bigger than my waist. It is what it is, And I've never had to work out either. I've always been naturally thin. I mean, I think it might be a feat for your thighs. Big, fat thighs, big butt, cankles and so forth, to be able to ever reach 110 pounds, which is my normal weight. I range between 110 and 120 pounds. And I can only reach 120 pounds if I eat fast food every day. Yeah, I have good genes like that. My mother is literally 90 pounds. And she specifically is 50 years old. Yeah. She doesn't do anything to be that way. It's just nature. Some people got it, some people don't. My grandma has Swedish roots, and she has very, very big breasts, and that's why I have mine. As you can see here, compared to you, you look like a hippo, and I do not. So saying that I was overweight was a lie, because you're obviously jealous of the fact that you had plastic surgery to look like me, and you still don't look like me. You still have very huge thighs. You still don't have a thigh gap after all of that. Yeah. And you're still angry over the fact that I didn't take your side, because you came to my channel. I didn't come to your channel. I didn't pay attention to what you were saying. I frankly thought it was crazy that you talk about people for no reason who had nothing to do with you and don't do anything to you. It seems like you're an unhinged individual, in my opinion. And you may have needed some mental help, some medical help, in the sense of you may need like some kind of medication or something of that nature. Now, on the other issue of what we do for a living, we've talked about this several times. My photo is my photo. I don't use plastic surgery to change my looks. I don't use anything. I take a photo outside. That's how I look. And you know what? That is one of my front photos for my work at Night Flirt. And I make a lot of money at Night Flirt. That's my main way of earning income. It has been since the pandemic, so I don't know what you were coming up with saying that, oh, you don't get money from men. That's mainly what I do. If I didn't, well, I don't know where I would be in right now if I didn't make money off of men. And saying that I was socially awkward or anything of that nature, I spent 18 years of my life in isolation, and I still am more socially apt than you will ever be. Honestly, you are a weak person. You need people to validate you because you have a very flimsy sense of self and a flimsy sense of self-esteem. And that's why you need validation from men. Personally for me, I don't. I understand that men like my looks, men like my boobs. They like my natural boobs over the ones that you bought. You have to pay for yours. I get paid for mine. That's just how it is. But, it is what it is at the end of the day. I don't use men for validation. I use them for money because they pay, And that's the thing with people like you is this. I feel like, honestly, when we're really talking about work like of this industry, which I don't feel that phone sex is specifically a part of the sex industry, I think we're better, honestly. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I know I do have a lot of friends in YouTube that are specifically on phone sex. But my thing personally is this. I don't understand why someone specifically would spend their time having sex with men for money like you do, when you don't have to do that. And I don't understand why you posted people who partake in, I guess, sex work. For example, Crystal Swirls was was a stripper. So, I mean, like, trying to bring up that she didn't make money off of men is weird to me because it's like, well, she was in that industry. A similar industry to you. Personally, I don't see myself in a similar industry as you because personally for me, I make money off of men and I literally just call them the F word, the N word, all these bad names, and they end up paying me. I literally just got off the phone cursing somebody else out, and they pay for all my bills and all this stuff, and, I don't really need to do anything more than that. In my city, we do have to have another form of work in order to live in the city, but I don't need it for money. I mean, like, for me, I personally make money off of night flirt, and everybody knows this. Like, I've shown my night flirt photo. That is my night flirt photo. You could find my night flirt account by that photo. So, I mean, like, I don't know why you're acting like I specifically don't work in the specific field I work in, and I specifically make more money than you do without having to interact with those men like that. I don't have to have sex with them. I don't have to meet them in person. I don't have to be annoyed by them. To me, honestly, men that I'm not attracted to, I'm annoyed by. I'm honestly annoyed by men I'm attracted to that are unattractive too. But that's a whole different story. I'm getting a little bit older nowadays, and so it's like kind of like a thing where, I don't know, my attraction kind of does widen a little bit, but not as much as people would like for it to widen. Like, I don't find black men attractive. Still don't. Never had sex with a black man. Probably never will because, I just don't find them attractive. I've never had sex with anyone I found unattractive either that I was attracted to, but that's a whole different story. My whole point in this is that specifically, I just, I get annoyed by men I'm not attracted to. I get annoyed when they're all, like, kind of nice, hopeful. It's just a thing for me. I'm not submissive. I don't have a submissive nature. You have to have a submissive nature with your men. You cannot be dominant. You cannot curse them out. You cannot be frustrated with them. You can't have those normal feelings that I would have. Specifically, I could never do your job, And honestly, I think I'm smarter than you in this regard. Because not only am I making money off of my looks, I'm making money off of my looks in the future. So when my looks fade, I'll still be able to do it because, one, I'll have my photos from when I was younger, when I'm in my 20s and 30s, and when I'm a younger person, as I am a younger person right now. When I am 60, I'll still be able to make money off of this, basically. And it's a lot of money, too, because it's specifically a lot of people who specifically have that fetish where they love to be degraded and demolished and destroyed, basically. And I just have that nature where I like to do that. I feel like I hit the jackpot on that issue, honestly. But I wanted to also talk about dark skin, because I feel like colorism has to do with this. You need to feel like you need to put other people down and attack other dark-skinned people. You want to attack black people in general. And this is the thing, is the idea that dark skin is a disability. And you move like dark skin is a disability. The reason you move like dark skin is a disability is because specifically you feel that you need to find a way to have a one-up on someone because other people have a one-up on you. So you make up for being black. You make up for being dark skin by putting black people down, basically. And, this is why people describe black people as crabs in a bucket, because of people like you. Personally, to me, I just don't have any time for people like you. And this is why, for me, I like my life more in the sense of being a phone sex operator. I love my life more in the sense of not specifically giving identity to my black race, because I don't specifically say I'm black there. And in social media, I've learned I don't really need to say I'm black, and I don't really need to say I'm black in regular life. I don't look like you, and I don't have those problems, that you have. And I wish you would see your skin tone better. I wish you wouldn't be so angry about being overweight. Maybe get a better diet, but don't try and make up lies about people who are thinner than you and try and claim that we somehow are bigger than you when you don't even have a thigh gap. But that's all I really have to say in this video. Thanks for the flex, because, I usually don't post photos of my body, and I have a lot of body photos of myself currently too. I like to show off my body. It's one of the feminine traits that I have. I'm not a very feminine person, but I do like that because I was given a good body, so I like to show it off. Also, one other thing I wanted to say was specifically, I don't understand why you try and show people's photos and say, oh, they made a bad face or whatever. But it's like you can't even make a face because we don't even see your photos. Like, you try and say you're attractive, but no one can even see your face. You don't have any attractive photos. So you don't have good angles for sure. So it's safe to say you're probably not very attractive, but that's just my perspective on that. So yeah, I'm done addressing everything here. I think that you should focus on how you're going to be a 50-year-old prostitute if you want to continue this type of lifestyle. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe, comment down below, and have a great day.